Lately, Valentina has become a frequent pick in the MPL, solidifying her spot as one of the highest priority heroes in the current competitive drafting phase. What makes her incredibly valuable right now is her absolute versatility. She can be deployed as an EXP laner to completely counter and shut down Sora, or played as a highly efficient mid laner in standard team compositions. In today's video, we are going to break down this powerful hero completely. We will discuss her skill priorities, her optimal emblem configurations, her item builds, and how to effectively utilize her unique ultimate stealing mechanic across different roles. If you want to know how to master her versatility and use her to dominate your rank games, make sure to watch until the very end. So without further ado, let's dive straight into the breakdown. Passive Prima Force. Every time she damages an enemy, Valentina gains bonus EXP. Plus, if the enemy's level is equal to or lower than hers, 30% of her damage is converted into HP. This allows Valentina to quickly outlevel opponents and maintain incredible sustain in lane. Skill 1, Shadow Strike. Valentina fires a shadow wave forward, dealing damage and slowing enemies. Targets hit are marked with a shadow sigil. If you hit a marked enemy with skill 1 a second time, they will be terrified for 1 second. Skill 2, Arcane Shade. Valentina dashes forward and fires 3 shadow bolts at nearby enemies. This skill can be cast twice. Most importantly, every shadow bolt that hits an enemy reduces the cooldown of skill 1 by 1 second, allowing you to instantly reset your CC combo. Ultimate, I am you. Valentina slows a targeted enemy and copies their ultimate ability. When cast, she transforms into that enemy hero for up to 12 seconds. The stolen ultimate's level scales with Valentina's level, and if she steals from a physical hero, she automatically gains bonus physical attack based on her magic power. Valentina's playstyle is highly flexible, meaning you must adapt your skills creatively based on the situation. Here are the 4 core combos you need to master. This is your bread and butter combo for general encounters. Start with skill 1 to mark the enemy. Quickly cast both dashes of skill 2 consecutively to instantly reset your cooldowns, and finish them off with another skill 1 to trigger the 1-second Purify CC and maximize your damage. Poke combo, perfect for safely chipping away enemy HP. Use your first skill to dash 2 close the distance. Instantly fire skill 1 to poke and slow the target, and immediately use your second skill to dash to disengage back to safety before they can react. Kiting combo. Use this when you need to bait out enemy skills or space yourself dynamically. Dash toward the target with skill 2, quickly hit them with skill 1, and immediately use your second skill to dash to adjust your positioning. Right here, there will be a brief delay of about 1 to 2 seconds before your skill 1 becomes active again. Use this short window to weave in basic attacks or manage your positioning. Then fire skill 1 as soon as it's off cooldown to secure the stun. Initiation combo. Execute your standard combo first. Once the target is locked down by the Purify CC, immediately unleash your stolen ultimate to completely disrupt the enemy formation. As a mid laner, I recommend using the Mage emblem because it provides highly optimal magic power, magic penetration, and cooldown reduction, ensuring Valentina's burst damage is felt right from the early game. And for the talents, they are as follows. Subtalent 1, Inspire, provides early cooldown reduction, so you can spam your skill combos and clear waves quickly. Subtalent 2, Wilderness Blessing, increases your movement speed in the river, allowing you to rotate rapidly to the side lanes to support your team. Main talent, Impure Rage, deals extra adaptive damage when your skills hit, while constantly restoring your mana so you never run out during rotations. As an EXP laner, I recommend using the Common Emblem because it gives you excellent hybrid regan, adaptive attack, and extra HP to keep you sustainable and tanky right from the laning phase. And for the talents, they are as follows. Subtalent 1, Inspire, keeps your skill cooldowns low so you can constantly refresh your dashes and CC. Subtalent 2, Festival of Blood, grants you extra spell vamp that increases with every kill or assist, working perfectly with your passive to give you insane sustain during trades. If you want to play more aggressively and deal extra damage to your lane opponent, you can easily swap this out for Master Assassin to boost your 1v1 dueling power. Main talent. Brave Smith periodically restores a percentage of your HP whenever you deal damage to an enemy hero with your skills, making you incredibly tanky in lane. Now let's talk about her build items. Just like her emblems, Valentina's itemization changes dramatically based on whether you are playing her in the mid lane or the EXP lane. First, let's take a look at the mid laner build. This setup focuses on maximizing your early game, core, and hitting hard with burst damage when the game starts. Buy basic boots first for that essential mobility, and then immediately buy one magic necklace to help sustain your mana pool in the early game. Here is a crucial tip: do not rush completing your boots yet. Instead, go straight into building your first core item, Glowing Wand, to unlock early burn damage and pick up that vital anti-heal effect. Once your Glowing Wand is finished, now you can complete your boots. I highly recommend upgrading to tough boots for the extra magic defense and crowd control reduction. However, if you want your early game damage to pop even harder, you can choose arcane boots instead. For your next item, grab Lightning Truncheon. The main goal here is to allow the life drain and anti-heal effects from your Glowing Wand to spread effectively. Thanks to Lightning Truncheon's Resonate passive, your skills will trigger a small chain lightning effect that bounces magic damage to multiple targets within range, applying that anti-heal to the enemy team all at once. Follow that up with Divine Glaive to ensure your skills pierce right through any magic defense the enemies are building. For your 5th slot, buy Blood Wings to get a massive spike in magic power, along with a protective shield and extra movement speed. Finally, close out your build with Winter Crown. This is your go-to survival item for outplaying enemies in late-game teamfights. But if you feel safe and want pure, raw damage instead of defense in this final slot, you can easily swap Winter Crown out for Wishing Lantern or Holy Crystal. As an EXP laner, your main role is to act as a frontline initiator who can soak up damage and open up teamfights. Because of this, building full defense items is highly recommended so you can provide that solid front body for your team. But if you're still a bit confused about what to pick, here is the optimal build setup. Start with tough boots to reduce incoming crowd control durations. Next, build radiant armor to counter continuous magic damage dealers, followed by chastised pauldron as your 3rd item for balanced defensive stats and an aura that lowers nearby enemy damage output. For your 4th item, grab Antique Cuirass to significantly lower the physical skill damage of enemies diving you. If needed, pick up Dominance Ice next to shut down the attack speed and healing of nearby enemy heroes. Finally, top it all off with Immortality to give yourself a second chance at life, allowing you to aggressively initiate fights without the fear of dying instantly. Remember, defense is all about adapting. Depending on the enemy lineup, you can flexibly swap these items out for Oracle to boost your passive healing, Athena's Shield against heavy burst magic, Guardian Helmet for massive HP regen, or Blade Armor to completely counter heavy basic attack marksman. When it comes to battle spells, you only need to choose between 2 top-tier options. Flicker Primary Choice, the absolute best spell for both roles. Use it defensively as a safety net to escape ganks, or aggressively to execute Surprise Flicker plus Skill 1 plays to instantly lock down targets. Purify Optional Choice, your go-to situational pick. Bring this if the enemy team relies on heavy, instant crowd control, so you can immediately break free, cast your skills, and let your passive sustain you back up. Now let's dive into the core gameplay tactics to help you dominate your lane with Valentina. First and foremost, your absolute priority at level 1 is to upgrade and unlock Skill 1. This skill is Valentina's main source of damage. It acts as an excellent zoning tool against your lane opponent and allows you to clear minion waves incredibly fast. If you're playing as a mid laner, your primary goal is to use Skill 1 for a fast wave clear right at the start. Once the mid lane minion wave is cleared, do not linger, immediately rotate toward your EXP laner. Ganking the enemy EXP laner early on forces them to play defensively, setting them behind and helping your own teammate completely win their laning phase. When positioning in teamfights or skirmishes as a mid laner, utilize your standard skill combos to poke down and stun targets, but always remember to maintain your distance. You are a high damage burst mage, so stay safe behind your front line. If you are playing as an EXP laner, in the EXP lane, use Skill 1 to consistently poke and chip away at your opponent's HP. When engaging in trades, Execute your core combos to win the laning phase and force the enemy out of the lane. Unlike the mid lane, you want to play a bit more aggressively here. Thanks to your tanky defense build and the high sustain from the Common Emblem setup, your durability is significantly higher. Don't be afraid to get up close, absorb some pressure, and dictate the pace of the lane. And that wraps up our complete guide for this hero. If this guide helped you out, don't forget to drop a like, and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on, so you never miss another meta hero breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your rank push up to Mythic and Immortal, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.